Matt Miller saying, hey, you have to look down the road and wonder if there's a better starting quarterback class. And, I don't ever understand that. Again, I've been at this a long time, and he says it. I've even said it. Other people have said it too. Okay, but I just wanted to just hit this one more time right here. I would have before, but having been around this NFL world as long as I have, and getting set for my 17th NFL draft that I'm hosting.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Chris. Really appreciate that. I don't know if you've heard. I'm planning to say that at least once a show, all the way through. Okay, up to the draft. 17 NFL drafts. I've been around the block and I've seen a lot. And I am now of the mindset, if I owned a team in the NFL, I would basically say to my evaluator, if they said to me, next year's quarterback draft class is better, maybe we wait for that. And I would essentially say to that evaluator, do you plan on sucking this year
Right.
to the point where we're going to have an opportunity to go get that? Certainly if said evaluator does not have the draft capital already in hand to say, no, we could still make a run for the Super Bowl. Sir, you have to call me sir.
Sir.
Right. And so we could still make a run to the Super Bowl, but we already have the first overall pick of such and such a team that we could package together. We could get who we want. I mean, I can move up the draft board next year.
Right.
I would never say next year's draft class doesn't look so great either. So we have to go right now.
Right.
Because my response would be, go right now for the kid that 1 year ago at this time wouldn't have been on your radar screen. So your talent evaluators wouldn't be able to identify somebody in a position where we don't want to pick anyway. Like it's a losing proposition if you're a talent evaluator to look over the steering wheel and say next year's class at the most important position in the sport is better or worse. Because my answer, you're not going to like my answer back. My answer will be, what about now? We're drafting in this position now. I don't want to draft in this position ever again.
Exactly.
I don't want to be here ever again. And the only reason why I do want to be here is because you fleeced Bill O'Brien out of a pick or somebody else. Just fill in the blank. You know what I mean? So you fleeced someone out of a pick, and great job getting that guy off of our salary cap for that asset that's now useful to us. And we still were able to fill it in because you drafted well to fill in that guy who we didn't want to pay at that position, and look at the asset we have. Like, way to go. That's why I'm happy we're drafting 5th overall. That's if I'm Stephen Ross, another fellow Michigan man, looking at Chris Greer and saying, attaboy, well done. Good job. 3rd overall. And you're changing that guy, Laramie Tunsil, like into the modern day Herschel Walker. I would never want to say that. So to sit here and say next year's draft class doesn't look all that good, how do you know? Like, literally 2 of the top 5 picks in this year's draft at this point last year weren't even considered 2 of the top 5 picks in this year's draft. Or 3 of them, if you want to include Mac Jones. You know? We were talking about Trevor Lawrence, and we're assuming Justin Fields, right? At this point last year. Snapshot of last year at this point.
Yes.
So I if I'm the Falcons and I'm sitting there and I'm looking to maybe reset the clock, because the only team right now that has a long-term vision in the division right now at quarterback is Carolina right now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we'll see what Jameis is. At some point, Tom Brady will have to step away.
I mean, maybe.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not going to be bionic, and well, I shouldn't say what. I should never put anything past the match.
We have no idea.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe we start right now. Let's set up right now. So when Tom Brady does step away, we've got our guy for the next 10, 12 years, and we're the behemoth atop this division. I can't wait to talk to Thomas Dimitrov tomorrow because he probably has a good sense of what Arthur Blank is actually saying to Arthur Smith and the rest of the new regime there and asking what questions he needs to have answered because he's going to be part of that decision. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.